What's up, y'all? What is up?
What is up?
Got
It's
back.
React and Draw.
Hold on. Why is my. Give me a second. I'll fix my screen real quick.
Sean's screen isn't fixed.
Nah.
This is shocking. You're going to have to shut it all down. Bruh. So what's good? What's up? What's up in your world? I was just here watching some old Saturday Night Live clips, and they were just making fun of Carcinio. No, it was a clip called Carcinio. This is how old these clips.
Parson.
Yes, I was watching an old Dana Carvey skit
hmm
about it's no young person of this generation will understand this, but there was a guy named Johnny Carson, and he was a number one talk show host
I remember
in
that guy.
history or something in the world at the time.
Yeah.
And he was losing ratings to the Arsenio Hall show
Arsenio had more, I don't know. He had more.
of a younger vibe at the time. He was
Right.
putting on like hip hop acts. He's putting on like LL Cool J and whoever was popular back in the early to mid '90s, whatever, Tupac and people like that.
Yeah.
And I guess sorry, what's his name? Yeah, Johnny Carson couldn't compete
Yeah.
because he was too old school. So the skit was about like Dana Carvey from Wayne's World. He played Garth, and he did a skit of him doing Johnny Carson acting like Arsenio Hall for ratings.
Oh my goodness, bro.
So he would wear like the suit and like try to do the woo 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 in the audience and barking like dogs and stuff, and it was called Carcinio.
I gotta see that. Well, not on here, but
Only if you're an old head, you will understand the references to get that. But that was our generation, bro. You know, these are the things that we remember back in the day.
nobody remember that.
No, I don't know. You try to explain to some, I don't know, some Gen Z kid like what a Arsenio, who a Johnny Carson was, and then you try to explain like the concept of Carcinio, like Dragon Ball fusion of Johnny Carson and Arsenio Hall is like this is
Man,
too.
forget that. Try explaining the talk shows.
That's true. That's true. Like they don't even watch broadcast television. They don't even know like Jimmy Fallon is a thing.
Hold on, we got in the chat. We got Brina. What's up, Brina? We got John V. Page, which actually, since we're on here, gonna play his trailer. We'll
Oh,
wait a little. We'll wait a little bit later. It is Thursday now, right? Is it?
it is Thursday,
That will be part
November
of the
2nd,
showcase. Yeah.
post Halloween. I hope everyone had a happy Halloween.
It's funny. I didn't hear much about Halloween. Was it lackluster this year?
It's possible. I know some people were saying there weren't as many trick or treaters in their neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
like in the past. I don't know. Maybe people are afraid to go outside.
Probably.
Not sure. Not sure. So,
Or I don't know. Inflation hit them and they couldn't pick up a costume or something.
they don't have the materials to make a costume. They could just go outside and be themselves, like broke ass like person, like
They couldn't do it. They
pull your
could.
pockets inside out.
Sorry, I was just messing with this real quick. Yeah. Sorry, what were we gonna say?
Nothing. I'm saying, what do you got up on screen?
Oh, this is just I had this for a while now. I just never posted it up. It's a portrait of Anubis.
Exciting. JVP says, "What's up? What's up with you, big guy?"
We're definitely gonna show that trailer.
Yeah. So JVP Music in the chat has a YouTube channel, and It's a project called Ruthless. It's an audio comic, a visual comic, a visual novel. What would you call it, JVP? It's Sean is drawing the images for it. He's contributing to the project,
Right.
and it tells the story of Ash, a heavy metal enthusiast fighting his way through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. It's pretty cool, but it's Sean's images with an audio
Voiceover.
component to it, voiceover.
There you go. A heavy metal audio comic.
There you go.
Yo, why don't other people? I don't know. They need more. They need more cool projects in like that in the on the internets or something. I don't
Yeah. Well, they're going, doing a heavy metal audio comic. Doing an audio comic is exciting. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's on YouTube. The release schedule is there. You don't have to wait for it. It just comes on. You watch it. You share it with your friends. It tells a story.
Right.
More people should give it a shot. It's a format. It's a very interesting format. I may explore that myself in the future. Rasmain is here in the chat. Says, "What's up?
Hey, what's up, Rasmi?
What's up, Rasmain?"
Rena says I'm gonna need help naming my Inktober. Oh yeah. Rena did a whole comic book for Inktober.
Exactly. Well, today's stream, okay,
Hmm.
the topic is, as you can see in the title, it's the OG Avengers to return. Apparently, in the trade magazine Variety, which is like the big magazine.
Yeah.
It's the Hollywood trade magazine. Usually it's like they're breaking news, but it's also like kind of softball.
Yeah.
Kind of help out the biz. And they ran I guess, I don't know what they would call in the mainstream, a scathing article by mainstream standards
Yes.
about the state of Marvel and the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Are finally admitting, I guess, the industry insiders, the experts, are admitting that Marvel's new product isn't up to snuff with its previous entries, which you know I'm sure blindsided a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not people in the know, not people who like are on YouTube or actually look beyond sources like Extra and Entertainment Tonight and Disney.com. They already sensed this was coming. I mean, you don't have to be rocket science to tell, like, Shang-Chi as a character isn't as popular as Iron Man
Not at all.
or Captain America. Um, yeah. But apparently Disney didn't get the memo.
They just got the
So,
memo.
right. So they ran this article, which is so wild to be reported on at a mainstream publication that some people have even theorized, if you want to talk about conspiracy theories, like it's almost like Disney ran it themselves. Like they like leaked this out or something. Like, please publish this so we have an excuse to fire people or something. Or or when we fire people, it won't seem like it's coming out of left field.
But they need like written permission to like get rid of staff. I mean, didn't they fire like the entire or the majority of the people that were working on the new Daredevil show that they were about to ruin?
Yeah, so maybe this is like, hey, wait a minute, did you fire these people? You know, that's wrong or something. Hey, except if like it's backed up by Variety or endorsed by a trade magazine that I guess these corporate people respect,
Yeah.
then they feel like they can then do the hitman job that they have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like Hollywood was kissing, they were all up on this Jonathan Majors thing.
Yeah.
Like, look at the title of this article. It says Crisis at Marvel. Jonathan Majors backup plans. The Marvels reshoots. Reviving original Avengers and more issues revealed.
I
I mean, they were
mean,
talking about Jonathan Majors like he was like the next Denzel. He was the next, I don't know, Academy Award winning actor. He is the second coming of uh acting itself, like he's like a new genre of acting or something,
so I
all it took
made a
is
whole new category for himself.
yeah, all it took is like I don't know, a handful of episodes of one season of Lovecraft Country, which was canceled by HBO,
Yes,
and a quirky performance at the season finale of Loki, and the internet, I don't know, the Twitter sphere, and
they fell
I
in
guess
love.
the Disney stands, they fell in love. Right? They wanted to go on a honeymoon with him.
I
They
have
wanted to
theory.
vacation with him at the Virgin Islands. They wanted to walk the sands hand in hand with Jonathan Majors
I
forever.
what would you say?
What's up?
Okay, this is gonna sound insulting. So my bad to Jonathan out there. I think he's a, he's a good actor. But would you say like the hype was like, I don't want to say the word fabricated. It's like Kang, like really Kang?
Yeah, they were talking about like they were gonna make him the big cheese for like 2 years max, 2 years plus, I should say. What like he's not a bad actor,
Of course,
right?
right.
It's not like they were hyping up like I don't know, like some straight to video like trash actor and out of nowhere because I don't know, maybe he knew the right people that putting him on the main stage. It's not like that. It's more like remember that movie John Carter that Disney put out? It was
Yeah.
and they had that actor Taylor Kitsch, right?
Yes.
He's not a bad actor, you know. He was on the show Friday Night Lights on NBC, so he was getting some heat from that show.
Yeah.
And but they had to put him in everything. Like he was in like his first like big movies wasn't even like an independent movie, like you grow your filmography over time. He was like, wham, John Carter. Wham, he's in that Battleship movie. You know, directed by Peter Berg. Costing like $200 million. Bam, he's Gambit in the Wolverine movie. Remember that?
Right.
And then he's in the Oliver Stone movie. I forgot what it's called. Savages, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like wham, 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 and they all flopped. Right? Or Jai Courtney. Remember Jai Courtney? They were trying to make Jai Courtney. It was like the year of Jai.
Yes.
It was Terminator Genesis. It was the son of John McClane in Die Hard 4. He was Kyle Reese. Yeah, he was Kyle Reese in Terminator. And then he was in Suicide Squad. I think that was like his last chance or something. And then playing Captain Boomerang. But he's not a bad actor. He was like okay as Captain Boomerang, even though the movie had, was flawed.
Problems. Yes.
Yeah, it had probs. But it was a similar thing with Jonathan Majors, you know what I mean? He was like they put him too far. But then again, the failing now has nothing to do with his acting ability or whether the audience is resonating with it. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know. But the big thing, I guess, is his legal issues.
I
He's
mean,
having some big court case with
well,
his.
I was asking. I mean, well, I already know about his legal issues that I'm sure we're gonna read about in here. I was just talking about like how it blew up. Like, yo, he's gonna be the next thing. Were they? I could be wrong, but were they just like? Were people just thirsty for the next like Thanos level threat that they were just like, this is the new thing? I don't know.
I don't know. They were trying to manufacture him as the next big thing, and I guess Kang as the next big thing as well. I really don't know. I'm trying to think about Kang's popularity in comic form. You know,
Well,
I think they should have. I don't know if he's that popular. Like, really?
I don't think he is. But hold on. So we got more people in the chat. Just gets there in a second. Actually, right now. We said Miss Rasmussen was here. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Uh, it's a public field trip permission slip to cut someone loose. Probably. That's what it feels like. All these said they could have worked out something with Black Widow if they had the desire. I guess, but didn't she have like a whole little thing with them? Scarlett Johansson was trying to say.
Right. There was some kind of and like she was suing. There was a lawsuit involved
Yeah.
with Black Widow because they were going to release it in theaters, just in theaters, and then they did some kind of thing where we're putting it in theaters and Disney Plus at the same time.
Right. So it was like stealing
And
away the.
yeah, she didn't like that because she felt like, oh, I was supposed to get more because they have all these deals where they get points on the movie, like on the back end, so they get money after the profits, and they feel like just showing it on Disney Plus reduced the profits. So she like I don't know, got in a big fight.
All right. So yeah, that was the beef for that.
Right. But then again, it was weird because like I think like some people were on her side. Like Kevin Feige was kind of on her side for some reason. I could be wrong about this, so I don't
I
want
don't know. I can't
to get
speak
into
on it. I just know there was some issues. We got hold on. We got RC Scott in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up?
what's up.
Um oh, Brina just dropped her full Inktober playlist. Y'all should go check that out when you get a chance. It's insane. I've never seen anybody do Inktober comics. Got Nagi is here. What's up? Hail Dan, hail Sean and Chad. What's up? And Di J is here. What's up?
Yes, what's up? Yes, later on we're gonna do the showcase. This is where we go into Discord
Yeah.
and we feature your artwork in our post your art section thread.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for that. If you would like your artwork to be featured in future showcases, join our Discord. The
Yep.
link is in the description.
Definitely. Raxmane says, I think Marvel wanted to pull in a theater actor with majors. Don't know why. Will I am is here. What's up? He said the new Blade movie would have been amazing. Oh yeah. Couldn't wait for that one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that because we have a lot of thoughts
Jeez.
about that. You know, because that was the big one. I feel like we're talking about original Avengers coming back. That's huge. We're talking about Jonathan Majors' backup plans. They plan to have him as like the Thanos level event for the next 2 years, and now they're shaky on him. That's big. But the Blade news that is deep on multiple levels, and we're gonna get into that. Like the fact that they can get this movie off the ground when it should be the easiest movie for them to get off the ground is crazy.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to start jumping into the article. How do I do that? Hold on.
So,
Hey,
Russ may say, what?
they gotta listen to the article thing now.
Interesting.
Does that work well? Hold on, I'm gonna try it for a second.
It probably has an ad in it. I bet you. Give
Yeah, because why does it say 7 seconds? Hold on, let's see.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Of course.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get
Bro.
lucky just about anywhere.
I told you.
We are gathered here today to. Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Now we have to hear it too.
I don't know how to. Oh wait, I got you. I got you.
No, Lucky Land Casino.
Yeah, cut that off.
So we have, what does this says? Yeah, I think Marvel wanted to pull a theater actor with majors. Don't know
Yeah,
why.
I read that one.
Maybe because I don't know. I feel like Marvel from it's kind of like oh, it's playing the article.
No, it's
It's
still
kind of
not
like
playing. What is this thing doing? Hold on.
Just a quick
they have a lot
word
of
from our
theater
sponsor.
majors. Like
Right.
no pun intended.
Is this thing playing like 8 articles? Man, what is up with media?
Review.com.
Next article.
Wow.
Meg Ryan's comeback, the rom-com icon.
Yo, you serious? All right, never mind. All right, screw that.
So
The article will start after this ad. Yo, bro, that's like 7 ads.
yeah.
I mean, if I could read it, that'd be kind of cool.
Rasme says Taylor Kitsch is in Amazon's terminal list. Yeah, he is. He's a good actor. It's just like I don't know. I guess they're pushing him heavy, and
Right.
you can always tell when something is pushed heavy. It always feels weird.
Right.
It's like, why am I always seeing this guy out of nowhere? And then it makes you like not want to see him for some reason. But then later on, you're like, oh, you know what? That guy, he wasn't too bad. Why was I so resistant to the Taylor Kitsch push? Kitsch. His last name is like it's like kind of campy sounding. Like
Right. Oh, by the way, I finally got to the article. Y'all want to hear the audio, or y'all want us to read?
I don't know.
I guess I could try. This is AI voice, right, or something. Let's see. Let's see. Turn the volume up. All right.
Blockbusters
See what
as
AI is
Strike
doing.
Drags On by Rebecca Rubin. Without Taylor Swift and Martin Scorsese, the October box office would have been a ghost town long before Halloween hit.
Okay.
It was thanks
Pause.
to two
Yeah,
unconventional.
there's a whole. It just jumped to a whole other article.
The rule is nothing works on the websites of official sources. Everything, anything like this only works on YouTube. You ever want to click a news report and you go on NBC.com, it's not going to work. Okay, you're going to get 12 ads and the video's not going to play. All right, just go to YouTube. And same thing for every other. And, it's just never works.
Ridiculous.
So let's get to the article. Okay.
All right. Let's put that bigger up on the screen. Get that up off the screen. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, get this clear.
All right.
I'll give it a read. Okay, let's get into it. This past September, a group of Marvel creatives, including studio chief Kevin Feige, assembled in Palm Springs for the studio's annual retreat. Most years, the vibe would have been confident, even cocky, given how the premier studio brand owned by Disney since 2009 has remade the entertainment business in its image. But this occasion was angst ridden. Everyone at Marvel was reeling from a series of disappointments on screen, a legal scandal involving one of its biggest stars, and questions about the viability of the studio's ambitious strategy to extend the brand beyond movies into streaming. The most pressing issue to be discussed at the retreat was what to do about Jonathan Majors, the actor who has been poised to carry the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but instead is headed to a high profile trial in New York later this month on domestic violence charges. The actor insists he is the victim, but the damage to his reputation and the chance he could lose the case has forced Marvel to reconsider its plans to center the next phase of its interlocking slate of sequels, spin-offs, and series around Majors' villainous character, Kang the Conqueror. So, I mean, they put a lot of, I don't know, they put a lot on that guy's back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He probably needs some dones, medicine for the pain in his back for carrying the Marvel franchise, apparently, because they're like stuffed. And the way this writer wrote the sentence was pretty good. It's like this interlocking slates, sequels, spin-offs. It all revolves around this guy.
You're right.
So to remove him from the whole thing means they got to rewrite everything, and they pay these people like I don't know a ton of money, even though they're going to strike. So they're saying I got paid enough, but
now before you read on,
and the special effects, and they got to pay the special effect guys, who do all the pre-visualization, the real directors of the movie. They got to pay them all this stuff to like conceive all this stuff, and it's already pre-made. Like half of these movies already in the can.
Yeah.
In terms of pre-production. So, but I mean, in a way, it's kind of interesting. They're calling this a huge problem. If it became that big of a problem, wouldn't they just recast Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, I mean, didn't they do that to War Machine?
Yeah, it was Terrence Howard in Iron Man 1, and then bam, it was Don Cheadle. Now, granted, this was a long time ago. This is before like social media was like the force that it is now, and Marvel was like, I guess, it was earlier in its, success and whatnot. So I don't know. It's like they could just recast Jonathan Majors. I mean, that would be like the easiest thing to do if they wanted to, instead of doing all this PR and crowd control. I just know that they were like really into Jonathan Majors, and they're pumping him up like the savior of the acting profession itself. And now they have to backtrack on all that and then just hire like another dude. And then it's like, who to hire now? I don't know. I guess John David Washington. I guess from the creator wasn't a big blockbuster, so they could probably afford him.
Well, who to get for Kang?
Yeah.
Get Terrence Howard, bro. Bring it full circle.
Hey man,
Hey, I'm Kang the Conqueror, man.
I'm Kang, man.
There's multiple Terrence Howards.
Yeah, I like Terrence Howard as an actor. I'd actually be interested in that. Hey man.
That'd be hilarious. It'd be like some weird like loophole in the multiverse concept. So,
Anyway,
mm.
so, Faye is here. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Before we go on, I just want to say that I don't know if this is pure hilarity or audacity, but they got an artist to portray all of this. Like, look, bro, look at this top image, bro.
I know this is the cover of the magazine. You know, they have like a print magazine, I think, still available. It doesn't matter. This is top article, okay?
Oh, that is hilarious.
This article is shockwaves throughout the entertainment industry right now.
Oh, look, it's right here. Is this the artist? Rafa Alvarez for Variety.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to huh? Oh yeah, no.
He never. Yeah.
Well, shout out to Alvarez. You know what I'm saying, for the accurate portrayal of the characters that were on their way up and the characters that are making it fall.
Yeah.
Down.
This is a bold declaration because
this is crazy. Like
I mean, weren't they just like the whole like mainstream media force was just like promoting like these guys are just as good as the older characters and they're gonna be hits, and if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. You need to be arrested for hate crimes or something. Or whatever. Like, if you don't like She-Hulk, you're crazy.
Yeah, like, you're an istphobe, this, that, and the third. If you do not,
weird,
and now
understand art.
Oh, She-Hulk is even on this too. Like, they got Mickey Mouse like looking on from behind the shadow. This is crazy. That's crazy. And then this one down here.
Look at the trade magazines like gaslighting you and saying like if She-Hulk is the next level of comedy, okay, you know what I'm saying? You know, Mel Brooks, you know, eat your heart out. This is the next legend of comedy storytelling.
Yo, as a matter of fact, this image is even more messed up. It's got them all standing.
And
the audience is just walking away.
Yeah, this is rough. This is like crazy. You know what I mean?
Yo, Alvarez is going ham right now.
Yeah, somebody had to draw this, by the way.
Yeah, that's the name of the guy. Or I don't know if that's a woman. Rafa Alvarez.
Oh yeah, his name is permanently like in some Disney database. That
it's
on a red flag list. Even like 30 years from now, when Alvarez is like, I don't know, a 60-year-old man or something, he'll try to, and he's famous, and he'll be like, oh, let me get a project, let me get an animation project at Disney. He's
no,
you know, it's just gonna be the sound of like when the Enterprise is.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows.
Like whoop whoop, red alert.
I'm pretty sure he knows. Like, you know, you just stuck it to Disney. It's over. It's over him in that realm of entertainment. Yo, shout out to Rafa Alvarez. Bold man.
Well, I mean, I can only think like this thing has to be, I don't know. This is information that's leaked from within like Disney itself. This is like some kind of it's like a Rasmus sent in the chat or someone sent in the chat. Like it was a permission slip just to like this is like they're gonna have to fire people and change the whole thing, and this is just like the sneak preview.
Yeah.
so people won't be that confused when they start dropping the hammer on some of this stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Before we go on reading, let me just read Faye was I think we read that right. Faye dropped in. Swills 141. Hello from the Caribbean. Hey, what's up? Fellow Caribbean over here. Caribbean.
What's up?
Rasmus says, come on, Kane. Come on, Kane. Freaking what's his name that we just Terrence Howard. Rasmus says looks like current day Marvel interior art. Yeah, but he can't get in the interiors now because he drew this. So for
Yeah,
but he says Disney Marvel is like we had Kang, he was the chosen one, but we chose wrong. Swole says Disney chose a quantity over quality. Same thing happened to the Mandalorian. Now that's a fact. And now they're
yeah,
surprised, like they're shocked.
yeah. They were very confident in their permanent. I don't know. They're a permanent fixture in theaters, guaranteed for the next 3 years, based off of their previous success. But you're only as good as your last project, okay? And I know they built it up a lot of goodwill. Maybe one movie could flop, maybe two. But when you have a series of these films and the audience seems to be picking up on this and they're walking away, like in this article cover right here, it's a problem. Like, and I didn't see a lot of backlash against this stuff either. You know what I mean? Like, usually there'd be an article written about stuff and then all the stands would just like swarm. I could be wrong. Maybe they like found out who wrote this article and they're like terrorizing him in the chat and
Who
on the
knows?
Twitter account. He's got to lock his
You know
Twitter.
what's funny though? It's like look at this, bro. Look, does it get more? Is this even B list? I don't even think this is B. Is this C? Well, I wouldn't say She-Hulk because She-Hulk is not
Well,
C
if you see
list.
Groot, I don't know if he should be in that because that one was actually a success. The Guardians of the Galaxy 3 actually
Yeah.
made money. So maybe he should be excluded. It's these other guys that are the problem.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody want to see anybody else here.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway.
All right, here we go. Should I put up the bigger screen or can you read it from there?
I can read it.
All right, cool.
All right. So, at the gathering in Palm Springs, executives dismissed backup plans, including pivoting to another comic book adversary like Doctor Doom. But making any shift would carry its own headaches. Majors was already a big presence in the MCU, including as the scene-stealing antagonist in February's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and he has been positioned as the franchise's next big thing in the season of Loki, particularly in the finale, which airs on November 9th and sets up Kang as the titular star of a fifth Avengers film in 2026.
Hold on. Before we read on, maybe it's just me because I saw Loki and I did not
No.
watch Quantumania, right?
No.
Majors was already a big presence. He was? Who saw Ant-Man?
I mean, I saw Ant-Man because it's on like Disney.
All right. Right. I guess I
But I mean, like in the theater, apparently, according to the industry trades, that a lot of people saw it. It's considered a failure.
So it's just that he said is a big presence. I'm like, word. Okay.
He was a villain in the movie.
No, I know that. It's just funny.
I mean, at any time they could just change the storyline and just kind of like, phase him out. But the problem is, that, like, I don't know, it's this whole thing now where
They
like
put mad backing behind him, so
I know, and it's like the CEOs go out into like these conventions, like these Disney rallies, these conventions, these like glorified TED Talks, and then Kevin Feige goes on stage and there's some giant jumbotron behind him, and he has to announce like, I don't know, 4 years worth of Marvel product in a row, and it's all contingent. His whole plan is contingent on everything being a box office hit, back to back to back to back to back. Millions of people watching the TV shows, $1 billion grosses in every film they put out. It's like, bro, he gave himself no, wiggle room. He gave himself no wiggle room to like, in case one of these things flops, the whole mission flops,
Bro,
Jonathan Majors flops.
I'm just, bro. This your lineup. This your lineup. This lineup.
Yeah.
How? This is your. We know. Gosh. How did you think, or how did he think? How did they think it was gonna get by without at least like one or two of the X-Men present, bro?
I think they got gassed up by them thinking that it's all about the execution. Like they don't even care who the
But they don't
characters
even have the
are.
execution anymore.
That yeah, well yeah. I mean that is true. They do not have the execution.
Like okay,
They think they have the execution. I mean that's a different problem.
like back
for
in the
sure.
day, they made Ant-Man a thing. Like I don't consider Ant-Man very like money driven, but they made it work. They made it work. Like the movie, wasn't bad.
Right, like the Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't a
Yeah,
household name.
right. So they had the execution then, and now they have trash execution,
Right.
and they want to think they could. I'm like, bro, these freaking
Yeah,
shows.
and that's the thing too. I think also a lot of things is like they put a lot of like every director that had a successful film in the old the old phases, like phase 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
All these directors, Joss Whedon, Jon Favreau, James Gunn, the biggest directors of their franchises, they all gave credit to Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
It's like, don't thank me, thank Kevin. He's the real brains of the operation, and all the producers and all the actors, they all thank him. So it's like they think like, I don't, and I'm not gonna say it goes to his head. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that it's like the all the trades and all the magazines and all the money men. I think they actually believe it that it was Kevin that made this a success. He was sitting there, he wrote the whole MCU on his iPhone or something. I don't know. And maybe there's lack of a pressure for him to go find the next generation of superstar directors and writers, because they're like, we don't need to do that. You got Kevin.
So then his
And Kevin's
plan
having a
was
hard, yeah,
to get the superstar actors and writers and get these superstar C-list characters. And when he gets some dope characters like Blade and like Daredevil, he's like, you know what? We should screw those up by having them be playing second and third fiddle in their own productions, and then they can't get that off the ground. I don't. Hold on, before we read, because I'm pretty sure this article is like eight eight
yeah.
8 years
Now,
long.
now it's like they're beyond. I was trying to be like, well, I don't know the situation with Kevin Feige right now. I
Yeah,
can't make it a clear statement. This article is probably like, oh no, Kevin's finished. Like he thought he could, like, I don't know. He thought he had he know what he was doing, and then he was like, I'll hire anybody, and my whole production squad will make it good. You know what I mean?
yeah. Before we read on, let me go back in the chat because I don't want to lose track of that. Where did I leave off here? Rasmus said airline pamphlet art. I'm done, bro. Face said Groot looks horrible. And also says that's funny that She-Hulk looks like a man. I'm done. If y'all want to help Brina out, she needs a name for her Inktober comic, by the way. Let me see here. Faye said it's not just Marvel flops, but Disney and Pixar movies are flopping too. That is correct. That's correct. Disney in general was having some difficulties. Enrico's here. What's up? Both the films and the comic books. Yeah. Oh, Bryce said some unapproved YouTubers saw Quantumania. I guess I don't know. Like I was definitely sitting there. What came out that was Creed 3 and John Wick 4. Like I had no business watching Quantumania that month.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
you
like,
can
yo,
only
get out of
punish
here.
yourself so much, like watching this stuff. Like that's why they invented, like, I don't know, your friend, like, taped it off of the Disney Plus, and they
Yeah.
whatever some guy ordered it off demand and still has it like on the I don't know, the 24-hour rental, so you go watch it for like whatever until you get tired of it. Like this is how people usually watch movies when they don't want to pay for it. But now people they hate it and they go to the movies to watch it anyway. Like they know it's gonna be bad, but they go to watch it. Like go watch something else, literally anything else.
I mean, could be anything else. I mean, I just have to stay home.
Yeah. That's why I'm still puzzled. Like, I know people say, like, well, Captain Marvel made money because it was sandwiched between Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. And that's why it made money. And I'm like, okay, but $1 billion? So many people were watching it like more than once.
Yo, they was really excited about Thanos, bro. I don't know what to say.
And now they're like, I don't feel like watching the sequel.
Well, we're gonna see what.
I mean, I could understand they get it once. Like maybe they fool you once, you go to the theater, but like where they it's like like weird. Like
they had to re-see
it's
it.
not like Star Wars. Like I know people were like, "Oh, I don't like Star Wars. I'm only gonna watch it 12 times," because they're like Star Wars fanatics. But like Captain Marvel, the character herself doesn't have that kind of fan base. But I don't know, Marvel
They
fever.
liked it, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, and if they liked it, they liked it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting them to all show up and get them pre-order sales up for the Marvels. Okay, like
Is that your
the
prediction?
industry. Yeah, that's my prediction. What they're gonna be like a secret.
Yeah, like a secret
Fan
boost, like
base.
like next week, like
like Five Guys and Freddy's. Like they didn't think that would be a success. It's gonna be a surprise success.
Yeah.
Of like millions of Captain Marvel stands flooding the theater.
I mean, anything is possible. I mean, I saw the trailers, I saw the clips. And I was like, this is very laughable. I am not going to see it. But maybe maybe they would. I don't know, man.
Like, I mean, I can imagine Captain Marvel 1 making like, I don't know, 700 million.
Yeah.
But they made the full bills, which I'm like, this is very interesting to me. I don't know. People are going to be studying that for years. I think that will be a
Listen,
if by next week this thing doesn't even get close to 500 million, Insider's going to be like, what happened?
Listen, if it doesn't make the money that they needed to make, that means that the Thanos push was mega strong, bro.
It was almost like religiously strong.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To overcome.
Hold on. Enrico says, no, wait. Sorry. Brina says, if I saw Ant-Man, don't remember watching it. I kind of don't remember it all that much either. Enrico says, y'all still punish yourself watching it? Not I. I'm good. Rasmussen said, not really. The original MCU development team had to thank Feige for initially contracting them. Elam says Kevin bought into his own hype.
Possibly. Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, my man Kevin he was in the mirror like, yo, I'm the man, son. I'm the man.
No, they're only thanking you so they can keep their job and get another one later. Like these directors used to be like, waiters back in the day. They ain't seen this kind of money in their entire life, They're trying to get another bite of the apple.
Right.
Kevin's like, you know what? I am the man. I do know what I'm doing. Thing is, like the other directors that he had, Joss Whedon, James Gunn, even Favreau, I guess, because at least had a familiarity with like who was popular in comic books. I'm gonna have to read up on like a Kevin Feige bio or something to see if he was a comic book fan. Because even anybody with a cursory knowledge of comic book knows that, these characters that are coming out right now are not popular with people.
No.
As Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man, the X-Men.
It deserves like it probably deserves a documentary or something. Hold on. Let's see. Brina says Disney hyped up all the Marvel movies leading up to Endgame. That's why I see Marvel and Ant-Man made so much bank. Relam says Five Guys at Freddy's. That's rated XXX. Yeah, I think he meant Five Nights. That's what it's called.
Oh, Five Nights. I said Five Guys. My bad.
You think about the restaurant. or not the
Yeah,
restaurant,
you're right,
the
right.
fast food joint.
Yeah, I got it all messed up. Hilarious.
By the way, small side note, y'all, we're gonna be upgrading soon. I'm doing some research, and we'll get Dan back on cam soon. Rasmus said if I is the P Diddy of superhero movies. Oh,
It's true, you know. You had Mace, you had Notorious B.I.G., you had the Locks, you had Charlie Baltimore, you had that whole crew, and they all have to give praise to P Diddy. You know, they had to be like, "Hey, P Diddy, he's
well,
the he's the guy. He's the one. He's the brains behind the operation and stuff." And then P Diddy's like, "Really?" And then like now he's coming out with his own albums. He's dancing in all the videos and stuff. They were like,
well, unlike that, I guess this is not gonna be all about the Benjamins. So anyway, let's read on for this this novel of an article right here.
"Oh yeah, okie dokie." All right, hold on.
Let me try to get this.
Yeah, Marvel is truly effed with the whole Kang angle, says one top dealmaker who has seen the final Loki episode. And they haven't had an opportunity to rewrite until very recently because of the WGA strike. But I don't see a path up to how they move forward without him.
With him.
With him.
Yeah.
It says one top dealmaker. It's like, who's this guy?
Random
A source says
deal maker. Was he a shareholder or something? Who's man's?
facts.
Whose man's is this?
Yeah, who's this dealmaker? Who is this? Some
The Illuminati? Who's this?
Yeah, he's an Illuminati overlord in Hollywood. CIA guy. Beyond the Beyond the bad press from majors, the brain trust at Marvel is also grappling with the November release of The Marvels, a sequel to 2019's blockbuster Captain Marvel that's been plagued with lengthy reshoots and now appears likely to underwhelm at the box office. This is all an unprecedented turn of fortune for a company that's enjoyed a nearly uninterrupted string of hits ever since it started independently producing its movies with 2008's Iron Man. That wildly profitable run culminated in the $2.8 billion success of 2019's Avengers Endgame, a high watermark for the studio that has earned nearly 30 billion over 32 months. 32 films. Sorry. Replicating that kind of phenomenon is never easy. However, the source of Marvel's current troubles can be traced back to 2020. Okay, here we go. This is where we get into mainstream theories of why it's
right. Here we go.
stank. That's when the Coof pandemic
Right.
ushered in a mandate to help boost Disney stock price with a endless torrent of interconnected Marvel content for the studio's fledgling streaming platform Disney Plus. According to the plan, there would be a lapse in superhero fare, with either film in theaters or new television series streaming at any given moment. But the ensuing tsunami of spandex proved too much of a good thing, and the demands of churning out so much programming taxed the Marvel apparatus. Moreover, the need to tease out an interwoven storyline over so many disparate shows, platforms, movies created a muddled narrative that baffled viewers. All right, so this is their theory of why it was no good.
I got a theory.
Too much of a good thing. I think it was too much of bad things.
Maybe when you make a show and then start to tease, I don't know, Quicksilver for no reason, right? And then don't follow up on it. And the very next thing that you say is, "Hey guys, we gonna make the Agatha Harkness show."
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was like, what?
Once again, I say Wolverine, Storm, where are Cyclops?
People literally thought that Wanda was going to open up a portal and all the X-Men were going to fall out of it.
So many theories, bro. They were talking about that. They were talking about Mephisto's gonna come in, like all kinds of. Yo, I've watched whole YouTube theory videos, bro. They were dead serious on these theories.
And what happened? None of that happened
No,
except them announcing an Agatha Harkness TV show. Because
I have an
we got to
ignorant
see
question.
some Agatha.
Does Agatha Harkness have her own comic book? Like, did she have a series at any point in time?
Any point in time, I guess at one point in time, everybody had some kind of comic book,
That's
but
true. Okay.
I'm gonna say definitely not memorable if they did, and I never heard of it.
It was like they
Uh,
put the D list on purpose and then expected that to fly, bro.
yeah, it was like all D list, because then it was like that Echo,
Oh my goodness.
and they were like Echo, what? Like, and then in the theaters, I guess the A list was just like the B list from the last phases. Like they
Ant
would
Man?
never dare. Yeah, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange,
Don't,
Thor.
don't.
Like they would never have them as their top flight movies. Their top
No.
flight movies were Iron Man, Captain America, their Tom Holland co-produced Spider-Man films.
Well, I guess they had that one in this phase. They had the No Way Home.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they did.
My bad.
They had one
One.
with a great amount of fan service, but they had one.
Correct. The Avengers movies.
Let me read a little bit here. Hold on. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. William says Kang was a bad choice for the next big bad. Yeah, I definitely say so. That definitely should have either been Galactus or Apocalypse or something, bro.
Yeah. Definitely like Galactus would have been good
Yes.
because he's huge and they could all fly and try to defeat him because he's like giant
Yes.
global threat. It fits in with the Fantastic Four they're trying to build up. They could put in the Silver Surfer. A lot of things going on. Doctor Doom would have been a good mid-level villain. Like
Rasmus said it could have been something if he was weird and fantastical and not just some black dude with a smug look on his face. He's talking about Kang. Talking about Kang. I mean, that's what he was.
Well, there was certainly because he had Josh Brolin as Thanos, right? And you just feel like he was not even Josh Brolin. He was just an alien. Like he was a straight up alien, megalomaniac, weird guy. And he looked powerful. Instead, like you look at Kang and it's just like, oh, it's just some dude. Just some regular dude. Acting quirky.
Exciting.
Just like this is not intimidating.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? And you really have to be like a Jonathan Major stan in order to care about this guy for like the next 2.5 years of multiple content.
Yeah, no one's gonna care, bro. As we said, if people would stop pretending that Marvel is not courting a female audience with unfamiliar with comic books, the disappointment could be healed. You know what's also funny about that?
Yeah, I guess they're not going to admit any kind of ideological push, but it certainly this article did. It hinted.
Yeah.
It gave it a hint near the end when they start talking about Blade.
And it's funny, the characters that he could have pushed, like, I mean, I keep saying they should have brought Storm and Jean Grey and all that, but like, okay, barring them, Black Widow, like the Black Widow movie definitely should have been better than it was because like she is a cooler character than Captain Marvel, but Black Widow has been erased from the roster. So, but I guess in this article they say how she's gonna come back. So,
I mean, it was Endgame is an interesting movie, like in terms of setting up future franchises past that point. Because it seemed like they were closing off the entire universe. I sincerely thought that Endgame was the end. They're going to take a break and then start over again. They're going to have the X-Men movies. They may have new people as the Avengers in a whole nother rebooted universe. That's what I thought was going to happen because they killed Black Widow. They killed Iron Man.
right.
They made Captain America. He went back in time and now he's an old guy in his 90s. And I'm like, okay, so this is it, right? Because anything past this point is just box office poison. And
And
they were like, no, we're actually going to move past this point. We're actually going to elevate, you know, Miss Marvel to be a theatrical, lead. And I'm like, really?
well, and then lo and behold, as your prediction, we are here on November 2nd, 2023, and it became box office poison. So you,
Yeah, yeah. I was just like, oh, this is very bold. I mean, it certainly gave it a definitive ending. Like, Captain America's an old guy, and you're kind of sad that Tony died. I mean, they were very dramatic about the whole thing. Like, I'm like, at least think they're gonna get Academy Award nomination. I mean, these guys are very definitive in this being the end. For artistic purposes. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
but then they didn't start over. Kind of weird, right? Spider-Man, they just start over. Like Sony, they're just like, oh,
Oh, they
we
don't
made like
care. Yeah,
four.
Spider Man,
Yeah,
they'll start that mofo over and over and over again.
yeah. It's like, oh, we made $4 less than the last movie. Oh, we're just starting to start over with a whole new actor. I mean, that's what we do.
In fact, when they wanted to bring him into, I thought they were just gonna bring in Andrew. I had no problems with Andrew. They were like, nah, screw that. I was like, really?
Yeah. Oh, and whole new Spider-Man now.
Like, but why? But anyway, we'll get back to the article. Hold on, let me just read this last bit. Uh, Enrico says Kevin Feige from day one, he has been open about not being a fan of the comics. Yet weirdos who I assume were Marvel comics haters of the classic content praise Feige and put their faith in him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, let's run back to this article right here. Where are we up to? Oh, right there. Man, I wonder how much they're losing on all this stuff.
Yeah, it says the Marvel machine was pumping out a lot of content. Did it get to the point where there was too much and they were burning people out on superheroes? It's possible. Says Wall Street analyst Eric Handler, who covers Disney. The more you do, the tougher it is to maintain quality. They tried experimenting with breaking some new characters like Shang-Chi and Eternals with mixed results. With budgets as big as these, you need home runs. Yeah. The Marvels, which opens in theaters November 10th, will struggle to see the ball to get the ball past the infield by at least by Marvel's outside standards. The movie, which cost 250 million and sees Brie Larson reprising her role as Captain Marvel, is tracking to open to 75 million to 80 million, far below the 185 million Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness took in domestically in its debut weekend last year. Directed by Nia DaCosta, The Marvels unites Larson's heroine with two superpowered allies, Tiana Paris's Monica Rambeau, introduced in the 2021 Disney Plus series WandaVision, and Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan, first seen in the 2022 series Miss Marvel. But instead of seamlessly building on the success of Captain Marvel, this move resulted in 4 weeks of reshoots to bring coherence to a tangled storyline. Then eyebrows were raised again when DaCosta began working on another film while the Marvels were still in pre-production. The filmmaker moved to London earlier this year to begin prepping for her Tessa Thompson drama Hedda. A representative for DaCosta declined to comment.
Mm.
If you're directing a $250 million movie, it's kind of weird for the director to leave with a few months to go, says a source familiar with the production. I would agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it is weird because, like I said before, um, they had her have two extra cast members, and they kind of there's an interview with Brie Larson where some guy stops her at one of these red carpet things,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "Oh, so what do you think? You're gonna be excited? Are you up for like playing, up for Captain Marvel 3 or something?" And then she's like, "Well, maybe. I don't know. I hope so. If people want me, I guess." Like it seemed like she was very upset about it.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know if it was just because of this situation.
I actually do remember that clip.
Is this reflective of the filming experience of Captain Marvel, or did she just have a bad day that day? Woke up on the wrong side of the bed and wasn't bright and cheery about the project and stuff. And we don't know the feelings of these actors because they can't promote the movie because of the strike.
Yeah.
I guess she would see like she would be like, well, it's like interesting because it's like I guess regardless of how how people feel about the movie, I wasn't a fan of the movie.
Mm.
Still made $1 billion on paper, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she has like an Academy Award.
Yeah.
So I guess she's feeling like, well, I don't know if this is her feeling, but it'd be curious to know if this is her feeling. Like, is she like, hey, I got an Academy Award and my movie made $1 billion. So why do I have 2 extra cast members next to me sharing like me on the posters and stuff? Like, how come? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like, remember like when they made Blade 3? And it was like, oh,
Oh,
here's Ryan Reynolds
and
and
Jessica
here's
Biel.
Jessica Biel right next to me. They're the young flavor and I'm old news. You know what I mean? And then fans were like confused and Wesley Snipes was confused. They were like, wait a minute. I'm Blade 2 made money. Why do they think like I'm old news now or something? Not that I'm comparing Captain Marvel to Blade on any level. Like, I mean, come on. But I guess on paper,
right. I mean, Blade 3 wasn't really that good. So.
No. But I'm saying though, like, I'm sure Brie Larson is very confused. They're like, hey, wait a minute, my movie made $1 billion, and I have an Academy Award. So why do I have like 2 co-leads? It's not even like they're her sidekicks either. It's not like Batman and Robin is like they're all
it's a trio. It's Charlie's Angels.
Right, it's Charlie's Angels. It's like they're all co-leads. They have equal like time in the trailer. And they all said it was great, and all the critics said it was great. Now it's almost like they don't even believe their own hype. Like they just think that they need to be retooled heavily.
Of course they don't believe their own hype. They don't got the money to believe anything.
I just think it's funny, like they don't believe their own hype.
Their bank account doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
At some point, it's like
they're getting nervous. They're starting to believe that they're not. They're starting to believe they believe their own hype, and now they're starting not to believe it, and then they're getting nervous, and they're like, "Oh, how do I make this movie more interesting? Sidekicks and co-leads and more comedy, and just like they don't know what this movie is."
All right, let's move on.
Anyway. Okay, so the Marvels has seen its release date move back twice once to swap places with Quantumania, which was deemed further along, and again when the debut shifted from July to November to give the filmmakers more time to tinker, but that extra time didn't help. In June, Marvel, which traditionally only solicits feedback from Disney employees and their friends and families, took the uncharacteristic step of holding a public test screening in Texas. The audience gave the film middling reviews. Uh-oh. Did they focus test Captain Marvel 1?
They need to. Thanos. Purple Man.
Oh, right. The Purple Man. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Marvel has never been in the business of being average. Kevin's real superpower, his genius, has been in post-production and getting his hands on movies and making sure they are finished strongly. The source says these days he's spread thin. Feige declines to comment for the story. Oh, man. Feige isn't the only person showing signs of strain. Marvel's entire VFX battalion, including staffers and vendors, are struggling to keep pace with the never-ending stream of productions. This past February, when the credits rolled at the world premiere of Quantumania, shock rippled through the Regency Village Theater in Westwood over some shoddy CGI. They released 10 scenes where the visual effects had been added at the last minute and were out of focus, says one veteran power broker who was there. It was insane. I never seen anything like that in my entire career. Everyone was talking about it. Even the kids of executives were talking about it.
Now we got the power broker. Who's this here? Can we make?
Yeah, they got the power broker and the deal maker.
Can we make a movie about them?
Yeah.
They out here pulling strings, bro.
Bro.
We know him says Kevin's getting exposed as the fraud he is.
The genius, his genius.
Master Panda's here. What's up? He said, "What's up, y'all? Got to see you back." But I'm mad myself. It's a good chunk of the show. We just here reading this novel of an article written by Variety. But yeah, we just had some some stuff to get, and we'll be back on more regularly. But we've been on Twitch. the meantime.
Enrico says, I consider myself a Marvel Comics superfan now on K Feige's case since day one. He has literally since his first media interview after taking over as lead producer in the midst of the Avengers. Yeah, I mean, production. He wasn't a fan of Marvel Comics, yet he was leading them. In the same interview, he started lying about a bunch of details of the production of their previous films.
Mm.
And I mean, he got all the praise in the world. Like
Oh
he's a
yeah,
genius. And I mean, he put together a team. You know what it is too? You go to war with the army that you have. And he was very lucky at the time that there were big budget. There were people who there were directors that were familiar with big budget production, special effects, and the geek culture. Okay, circa the early 2000s to about 2010.
yeah.
You know, I've named them before in this stream numerous times. You know, Joss Whedon, uh, James Gunn, I guess even Favreau, which I didn't think he'd be into this stuff like Iron Man and things like that. You know,
Yeah.
I thought he was just a guy who did swingers and you know, Elf and Chef and things. I didn't know he was like into like a sci-fi, but you know, he is part of like the Gen X generation. He's very much of that and the Gen X era, like him and his contemporaries, like you know, the Tarantinos and the whatever from the independent film scene, they're very much about television, comics, and movies, even on a normie level, a cursory level,
Yeah.
pop culture in a way. So I guess he's familiar with like, you know, things at least like Star Wars. While the boomer generation might be into it very hardly or admonish it very heavily, the Gen X generation, they actually appreciate like, you know, pop culture and like geek stuff when they were kids and they don't look down on it. So I guess Favreau could be added to the list with Joss Whedon and James Gunn. You know, people with a quirky sense of humor, but understand that you have to treat the comics with respect, have at least a average knowledge of who these people are and their secret identities and some basic storylines. Like Joss Whedon, I watched Buffy and Angel as you know when it was on TV, and you could tell that he was familiar with at least superhero level plotting
Yeah.
because he would set up like these big bads, you know, this concept of like the main villain for the entire season and then switch him out for the next season. Sort of like comic book story arcs,
So does that
you
mean that
know.
Marvel is specifying in big not bads like Kane? No.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. On his own, yeah, on their own, they come up with Kang.
That is, hold on.
With Joss Whedon involved, you come up with Thanos. You come up
I'm gonna
you
skip
come
some of
up
this because a lot of this is going over when they were having trouble with the
special
CGI.
effects and whatnot.
Yeah, and
And I don't
Victoria
really know what
Alonso and
the
yeah. We,
yeah, Victoria Alonso's interesting story, because she was pushing a lot of this, the messaging and whatnot.
yes.
Did she have a she had did an interview saying, oh, she didn't know if they should when they do the X-Men films,
Hmm.
they should be called X people instead.
Oh
That's what she
my
said,
gosh, yeah, I remember.
and she said it
Oh.
very boldly and directly. Like this was like you know, it wasn't a joke. It was like for real. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
she was
you
dead
have like
ass.
yeah, I mean, there's like you know millions and dollars and billions of dollars already invested in the brand recognition of the X-Men name itself. And all she has to do is just take it, capitalize it for free. And says she's going to change the name from X-Men to X People or whatever it is. That's ridiculous. But she had a lot of control. Like they gave her a lot of like producer credits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's skip past the whole thing right here.
Maybe her firing and this article is part of like some kind of like 40 chess that like I don't know Disney's playing in order to like change things around. But we never know. You know.
I mean,
Who knows? That's like Cope. I don't know if it's like real yet until it happens because they're saying like, oh, Tony Stark's coming back.
I think, but I don't think it's like me personally, I
Mm.
don't think it's like they know what's good. Like, listen, guys, that was the good years because because they still don't
Yeah,
know how to produce anything anymore. Like,
yeah, because it's like
you
yeah,
if I told current MCU go make Winter Soldier again, they can't. They don't even know how that was made. They don't remember.
Yeah, it's like the Russo brothers, I guess, was a fluke. I think they used to be like writers or directors of like episodes of Community or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't know what kind of pitch they gave these guys to make them the action directors that they are today, but apparently they had the stuff.
Right.
Maybe Kevin was a genius for that.
That was
But
like mistaken genius.
maybe it was recommended to him by
Yeah,
somebody
word.
else. Maybe it
Oh,
was
there's no.
recommended to him by
He got them by mistake, bro. Like,
yeah, maybe James Gunn met those guys at a party and recommended it to Kevin, and Kevin was like, "I discovered these guys." I don't know
yo, hold on. I didn't even know this right here. So
what.
it says all the while Marvel was bleeding money with a single episode of She-Hulk costing some 25 million, dwarfing the budget of a final season episode of HBO's Game of Thrones. How the heck? How?
Yeah,
If I
I
was
think
to wait, hold on, pause. Wait, stop. What Game of Thrones had a whole bunch of zombies and dragons, bro. What the hell does She-Hulk have? How did it dwarf? eh, Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go into that because then I can rant about that forever because that's just ridiculous. Let's skip past that. What are they talking about here?
let's see. Hold on. Uh,
Man, I got arrested, yo.
This look of woe.
Yo,
All these, yeah,
what
exactly.
happened to my role, yo?
All those articles are like all these pictures are strategically chosen to bolster the art. This
Yeah,
article's
look at
like,
She-Hulk's face, like,
yeah, exactly.
look at
They're like
them looking
looking
up.
up in
Oh
confusion.
no,
Oh
my
no!
box office numbers.
Right, exactly. You're falling. It's like something's like falling from the sky.
Yo, this article is like straight up evil, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty much yeah.
they
It
got the
is
artist.
insane.
The artist did like 3 illustrations, bro.
Yeah, they had to like tell that guy what to do and tell and give him corrections to his artwork. It's like, oh, it's not biting enough. It's not stinging enough. Okay, so what's it say here?
Oh,
All the numbers are significantly down. Joanna Robinson, co-author of the New York Times bestseller MCU: The Reign of Marvel Studios. Uh, who is a writer and podcaster at The Ringer. The quality is suffering. In 2019, at the peak, if you put Marvel Studios in front of something, people were like, "Oh, that brand means quality." That association is no longer the case because there have been so many projects that fell half baked and undercooked.
and they look, they're fussing about the undercookness right there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at this crew, okay? Like,
Who wants to see them?
come on, give me a break. No one knows who these people are.
Like who?
No one knows who these people are.
Who?
I mean, normies don't know who they are. Okay.
Right. Brina
I
says,
mean,
"Wait, why they all look dazed? They dazed from the numbers dwindling."
yeah, box office returns. It's kind of crazy that like box office predictions have gotten so wild that they just are calling the Marvels a flop
Already, it's not even out yet.
already.
Enrico says the Russos are legit, but they were Disney employees before Disney bought Marvel and were suggested internally by Disney for Kevin. Oh, there you go. Yo, Enrico got all the information.
Yeah, Enrico should be.
Woo!
Yeah, maybe he's the insider for this article. Right here. Are you the deal maker that they reference back here?
Yo, but it makes sense. It's like,
Yeah, of course.
how did they even get picked? How did they even get picked? They were knocking it out of the park, bro.
Yeah, and that's when they were making money, and there was like things to lose and things to gain and competition because DC was coming up with competition too. They were trying to. I mean, it didn't turn out to be that much of a competition,
No,
but at the time they thought it was. So like, oh, we can't lose any ground. Let's not mess up ever. Now that like DC is like washed up, they're getting like lazy. And the people that they're recommending now is like people who are directing the Marvels and the She-Hulk writer who used to write on episodes of Rick and Morty and people like that. It's easy when like the talent is like in the room, like it's in your time period.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
When you're the top box office draw, and they're like game changing directors, just like making movies. It's easy to pick a director. My next movie will be from the man who directed RoboCop, and
Not
I will have him. And then after that, my next, you know what I'm saying? My next movie will be the guy who directed Die Hard.
Marvel's like, oh, we need a director for, I don't know, so and so movie. I don't care what it is, just make sure they're black because the lead is black. Like what? Oh, it's Blade next. Here we get into Blade finally.
Yeah, but like with my Arnold analogy, I'm saying like, yeah, it was easy when like those directors were floating around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know who's
James
floating.
Cameron, Paul Verhoeven, and who else? John McTiernan. When they're around and they're hot, it's easy to pick directors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when those guys retired or got bounced out or had some flops, and they were just like he didn't know the names anymore, and the movie's starting to flop. It was like, oh, I'll just pick any guy. He was just picking like random Joes. This thing to Kevin Feige. It's like, look, if the big guy directors aren't there, who's he gonna pick? I don't know. Did they win an award from I don't know, CNN.com or something?
Who knows? Probably.
They can direct this film. Are you an activist? Okay, you can direct 7 Star Wars movies.
These people hate money, bro. But yeah.
As public criticism mounts, Feige's pulling the plug on scripts and projects that aren't working. Case in point, the Blade reboot, where Mahershala Ali signed on for the eponymous role of vampire. Things look promising for a 2023 release date, but the project has gone through at least 5 writers, 2 directors, 1 shutdown 6 weeks before production. One person familiar with the script permutation says the story at one point morphed into a narrative led by women and filled with life lessons. Blade was relegated to the 4th lead, a bizarre idea considering the studio had 2-time Oscar winner Ali on board. Amid reports that Ali was ready to exit over script issues, Feige went back to the drawing board and hired Michael Green, the Oscar-nominated writer of Logan, to start anew. Speculation around town is that the studio is looking to make the film, now slated for 2025, on a budget of less than $100 million, a deviation from Marvel's big spending strategy. That's interesting. So, okay.
Wait, hold on, because I don't want to spend too long because we got how much more of this is left.
Well, we don't have to get to the whole thing. I mean, that was the. I think the rest sounds like speculation, with Iger acknowledging the blah 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 and whatever. Will it solve the problem? Will Quantumania actor arrested in March? The Quantumania actor was arrested in March. Disney executives insisted they could afford to play a wait-and-see game, given that Avengers: The Kang Dynasty wasn't expected to begin shooting until early 2024. The Majors was dropped in quick succession by his publishers and managers. Yeah, he's having some problems here. CA declined to comment. In April, other alleged domestic violence victims of Majors began cooperating with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Yeah, he's having a lot of issues right now. You know what I'm saying? And
recasting Majors is also an option.
I would think so.
That's why he did replace Terrence Howard in Iron Man 2, but don't you? Yeah. But going back up here, actually, here we go. Where Iger publicly acknowledging the downside of a Marvel TV glut that diluted focus and attention. The keepers of the comic book empire are considering some dramatic moves. Sources say there have been talks to bring back original gang for an Avengers movie.
Yes.
This would include reviving Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man and Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, both of whom were killed off in Endgame. That shouldn't be a stumbling block. In comic books, beloved characters are often killed off, only to be resurrected thanks to the power of things like the multiverse. But the studio hasn't yet committed to the idea. If it were to bring those actors back, it wouldn't come cheap. Sources say Downey Jr.'s upfront salary for Iron Man 3 Iron Mike. Iron Mike.
Iron Man,
hey,
MANG.
hey, it's Iron Man. Remember me, man? You got rid of me, and I'm an Iron Man one. It was around 25 million. Okay, so listen, just to back up.
Yeah, because to me this article's over.
Yeah,
Like
this
you
article's
know,
over after that because the rest of this is just the same old things we're talking about. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there we go. The article's over. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. All right, just to summarize here real quick. You have the Russo brothers. You make some hits, but then Osaka's over. Then you have I don't know Activistville and I don't know shows like She-Hulk where they make fun of the fans and stuff. Um, they don't hit. Y'all don't have any cool choreography. You bring a bunch of shows that are supposed to be cool and then they're not. You introduce characters like Agatha Harkness to have their own show and Echo. Nobody want like we're now we're below D list, by the way. We're below D list at this point. Like Captain Marvel is like A list compared to like freaking Agatha Harkness. You have all of that, and then all of a sudden, when stuff is going down the drain, you all of a sudden get a bright idea like, let's call the makers of Logan. So do y'all not know what cool is or not? Like suddenly it's time to call the Logan people.
yeah,
I heard rumors that like they scrapped like a lot of the Daredevil people. Now they tapping the guys that did the Netflix show. Why'd you do that in the first place?
well, they were doing a whole like socio-political thing
Yeah, I know.
with Blade because they were like, oh, it's a movie starring a black lead, so now we have to have a black director and a black writer, and they can only be black. And if they're not, they can't write or direct the movie. And then like I think one of the directors dropped out, and then they couldn't find another one, so they found another director, and he wasn't black, but I think he was Muslim or he just had a
Okay.
Middle Eastern last name, and they're like, well, Mahershala Ali is like, I guess has a Middle Eastern last name, so we'll at least do that or something like that. And then I guess he may or may not still be involved with this project. I'm not sure. Mahershala Ali don't want to do it because he's relegated to fourth lead in his own movie. So now they got to write the whole thing from scratch, and I guess they threw out the whole, black writer matching black property thing because Michael Green is very. I'm looking at a picture of him right now, and he's very much not black. So now they're just like, I'll just get anybody who's good for the job, like meritocracy, novel concept.
They just call the Russo brothers back. Oh, they didn't want to do any more Marvel movies, right? Even though aren't they supposed to be doing Hercules?
Yeah, it's like breaking case of emergency glass, like, get actual professionals that know what they're doing.
So the real question is this going to
And now
work?
they're doing it for less money, though. Sorry.
Mhm.
Remember that. Which means they might make it rated R. So who knows? But go ahead. What was your question?
I guess the real question is, for you and the chat, is any of this going to work? I mean, it won't work on me because like I don't even care anymore.
I mean,
You know how fire your trailer's going to have to be to get me in the theater, bro.
I don't know. I mean, this is the company that, I don't know, they killed Luke Skywalker, and then they didn't do damage control on that, but you never know. This article's out, and they're feeling humiliated, and a lot of people starting to agree. So maybe they'll try and do one thing and see how it
I
plays
guess.
out. Like maybe this Blade movie will be the experiment and stuff.
Not only is the article out, there's other articles written about this article. And I've gone on Twitter, and usually you'll see a back and forth between stands. I've just not seen one stand, bro. Like a lot of this is just you can't even defend it.
Like they're not even listening to the people that they claim to listen to. I mean, like, look, they hired this guy Mahershala Ali. He won an Oscar for Green Book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not concerned if he got a Green Book. I'm concerned if he got a black belt because he's supposed to be doing kung fu like Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
But they hired this guy, right? They said he was very important to the franchise. And then what they do, they write scripts where he's like the fourth stringer. He's like, allegedly, I should say, because
Yeah.
the writing scripts were like, if you, it's rumored that he was gonna have a daughter in the
Right.
movie. Like it was gonna be about Blade's daughter, and I guess about Blade's baby mama.
Just
And
what
I
we
guess the
wanted to see.
villain. What
Because
happened?
somehow we've all forgotten that Blade back in the Wesley Snipes days has like helped kick off superhero genre movies. We're just gonna ignore that and have a movie about Blade's baby mama and daughter. Okay.
Obviously, the people at Marvel Studios can't relate to, I guess, dark horror, kung
No,
fu.
they can't. They
You
can't
know,
do
he's
that.
walking slow mo, and they're playing some kind of techno trip hop dark
Guarantee.
beat in the back. Like they're into like I don't know T Swizzles, Taylor Swift. They're into like quippy humor. They're into
It's like that
oh,
the people who made y'all seen that clip, the clip from the Marvels where Captain
yeah,
Marvel
Miss
and
Marvel. Yeah,
Miss Marvel is like fighting and they put like one of the cringiest songs of all time in the background.
yeah. Like the guys, the people who are who provided the needle drops for the Marvels movie. I don't know if they're ready for like Blade. You know what I mean? Like, if the Marvel production team is ready for like I don't know.
So you're gonna have to
Bl-
tell them to not do needle drops. I'm like, imagine going up to them, right? You're like, all right, guys, so I need a scene, right? Blade like walks into a warehouse and there's like vampires. I need him to run in, shoot like shoot two of them in the head, slide, kick one guy up, like, juggle him with the guns, have him flip up and do like an air combo, and they're gonna be like, huh?
and people want to see that.
I'm like, yeah,
Like,
can you do that? They can't even conceive it.
yeah. If you said like, "Oh, can you do that?" They'll be like, "What?" People want to see that. I thought they want to hear about like how Blade can't get a bank loan because of the supremacist system.
Right. Just like what's his name? Falcon.
Yeah, I thought that's what they want to say. You know, I thought the whole movie was a metaphor about that. And they're like, you know, we're not gonna have kung fu. We're just gonna have him at the bank, you know, trying to fill out paperwork or something like that. Get some life lessons. He had to seek legal representation because of the redlining.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Like, what?
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
It's like we want to see kung fu. We want to see karate. We want to see him with silver bullets in like an Uzi, like shooting like vampires. That's what people want to see. And they're like, no, I don't get it. You know, they're like, nah, Blaze Black, and he's gotta, you know, be written by a guy who never read comic books before, who's also black. It's like,
Right.
look, I don't know. This is all very complicated. All this like, I don't know. All this ideology, what it's got to be, why we got to defy your expectations. I'm just like, just make. You already made some Blade movies before. Just get the DVDs and just watch them again.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the chat and then we'll go to the showcase.
Gotcha.
So I'll scroll up a little bit. Rita says Jonathan Majors Stan. What did he do? I don't know what he did. Are there stands? I don't know. Like I see him on when he was popping off like on Loki. I don't know. They were like he's a genius. I guess his stands have left the building after a while, but they existed. Maybe it was all bots. I don't know. Enrico says, I always hated King the Conqueror stories. I don't care if he was the premier Avengers villain, original villain or not. Kang sucks. And so does time travel plots. Yeah, it's like Kang was never the guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Not to me, you know. He's got that green mask and that cape
Right.
bouncing around and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it.
I don't understand, man.
Okay. Right. Oh, hold on. It's proving that Rasmay says the truth is always revealed in time. This is true.
Hmm.
Massive Pandas. Oh yeah, here's when he came in, and then Rasmay says, "I wish I had the entire run of She-Hulk. I wish the entire run of She-Hulk had been blurry." What?
Oh, cause
Question is,
that's funny.
the question is, why did Feige think he had to lie to comic fans? Enrico says, "What I don't get is why or how the fan communities are so far behind the ball. The stuff has always been public. These folks get in front of the cameras, broadcast the stuff, yet somehow no one picks it up." I don't know. I don't know. It's like there's like two different worlds.
Yeah.
It's like if you're in the YouTube world, you know what's going on. You're tracking the stuff. They're giving you the information that I guess the mainstream doesn't want to emphasize.
Right.
But if you actually get your information from like the corporations themselves, like watching Mario Lopez on Extra and watching the celebrities give interviews on the red carpet, or you're on the actors' Twitter themselves, like you follow them for the information,
Mm-hmm.
you think everything's hunky dory and everything's under control. If there's a box office misstep, it's just a minor misstep. It's
Yeah.
not part of a larger downward trajectory or anything. So I don't know. Maybe that's the way it's always been. It's just people who just are surface level people and people who dig deeper, I guess. But reality catches up to everybody eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Erasmus says, they're not super fans. I guess I don't know. Just like I guess Civil War was done way better in the comics versus the movie. That's what Willem says. Rasmus says, "I don't think the average man looking at Scarlett Johansson in latex cares about what a ball producer in a baseball cap has to say every day." I don't think they care at all. Like, just like, hey, just bring her back. I don't care how you do it. Sometimes you have to do things, even though it's silly, like in the short run,
Yeah.
just to like for the future of the franchise. I argued that after The Last Jedi, uh, in the Rise of Skywalker, they should have just brought him back to life.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would do it.
They have to figure out a way.
They could have had a thing where like, oh, they built some special chair and it brings like I don't know these Jedi spirits back to life or something.
Yeah.
And they were gonna bring the Emperor back to life, and instead, I don't know, he's about to sit in his goofy chair, and then like I don't know, Force Ghost Luke pops up out of nowhere and like beats him to the chair, brings him back to life. He's corporeal, and then he like whoops the ass of everybody, and then he destroys the chair so no one else can use it.
Yeah.
Or the chair gets destroyed so no one else can use it, and then he's back. And then, of course, the critics will say it's the dumbest thing of all time, and even some fans would say it's the stupidest thing of all time. But hey, you will still have a Star Wars franchise, right?
That is true.
And I mean, is that any dumber than anything else they came up with since? I don't think so. At least this dumb thing will make a lot of people happy. Willem says Dr. Doom is right there to use, and they push him aside. It's crazy. It's true. I think it's like because maybe they're afraid of all the other Fantastic Four movies that flopped. Maybe you have people internally in like Marvel Studios like, why are we doing this again? It already failed, like with other people. I'm scared. Let's try this Agatha Harkness instead. They have their own agendas. Massive Pandas is he's going off. He says these people are incompetent, dysfunctional. You could literally pull any random fanboy off YouTube and they have all this corporate nonsense fixed within a year. You gotta have X-Men, you gotta have Fantastic Four. You gotta de-emphasize all these other heroes, put in Galactus, put in Doctor Doom, call it a day.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the showcase, but I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah. Michael Green just has to deliver a basic script on this Blade movie, and for a director, they should have someone affordable that is super well versed in action movies with choreography. You could get the guy who did the Raid movies. That would be top tier. Don't get in his way. He's the expert. Don't bring in your previs CGI team and say we're handling the action here. Let him handle the action. If you can't get him, you can get John Hyams. I think he could do it. You could get Lee Wannell, who did Upgrade. These are like I think affordable directors that you could get that are also talented that could give you a good martial arts film with special effects within a budget and could surprise people, you know? But I know they're not like as big as like, James Gunn or Joss Whedon and shit, but now it's time to actually like, I don't know, they're gonna have to do their jobs and actually watch movies for real on their own and
Mhm.
discover new talent. Not just people that were like, I don't know, activists or they wrote some article in the New York Times or something and did a documentary on. I'm talking like people who know about making action movies. Anyway, let's get to the showcase.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. For those of you who don't know, on our Discord, we do a showcase on Thursdays, whether whatever platform we're streaming on that day. Thankfully, we're streaming on here today on YouTube. By the way, thank y'all for coming through because I know we haven't been on here in a while. Boom. So here's the Discord. I think did we leave off? Okay, we left off with that for the last time. Alrighty, we got some art. I know Brina's gonna have a ton of art in here. We got Shaquan verse. Oh, look at that. Some loose sketching. I'm not. Is there a caption for this? The cover series will be 20 pages.
Oh,
Hold on, let me read up here. Is this his own creation? Trying to read up. Names and rule system. Yeah, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I guess this is his own thing. Which, by the way, a chair sitting pose is hard to do. Not sure why.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I
Like,
did one with Anubis, and for some reason it just like winded me, but like I got it done.
hold on one second. You keep going.
All right, cool. So that's pretty cool. I've seen Shaquan on stream in a minute, but All right, we got Dominique. Oh, I get. Oh, this is for Inktober. Why the way y'all? I never do Inktober because my my life is too insane for me to like keep up with it. So I just don't do it. Dominique doing the thing. This right here. Did we see this last week? This is fire. Freaking spooky.
Oh yeah, this is great.
This is insane. The line work is crazy. I can't wait to see this colored. Yeah, I can't wait to see that color. That's gonna be insane. Here's Brina. Brina. I don't know if Brina's still in the chat, but Brina's our mod. She was a moderator. She did a page for every day of Inktober, which was quite a task.
Right. Inktober is like a meme or a prompt, and every day for October, you're supposed to draw something from the list.
Right.
So if it says something like clouds, you'll have to draw something cloud oriented
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But you have to have a drawing every day for October. So what Brina did is she did a page based on the prompt. She would just draw a page. And I guess it's like what 30 days and 31 days in October. So she has 31 pages.
Yeah.
She has a comic book ready to go, ready to be, I guess, lettered and throw a cover on that bad boy, and she'll have a comic book ready for consumption.
Brina says she's still looking at 2B clips. We were doing that yesterday on Twitch, yo. 2B the black 2B movies.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah. Maybe over the weekend we'll find some more Tubi clips.
Right. Curate them and
right? Because apparently there's like a whole like cinema movement happening in Tubi right now, and very cheap movies, and they're hilarious.
Yeah. Spooky again with that crazy line art. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
look at this. I wonder if he has a comic, or
I
a
don't
web
know.
comic, or a webtoon or something.
If they don't, I need to find that. It's another page from Brina. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. He's out here doing pages, man. That's insane. This is freaking dope. For 4 weeks completed. Can't believe it. Brina, did you need to take a vacation after doing all that? Dominique again. I like Dominique's style. You know, very, nice cartoon style. So I believe it was another Inktober thing. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Right. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Brina again. Yo, look at first of all, look at the imagination. This monster right here. Yeah, Brina, throw some words over this. I don't know what the heck the words are gonna be, but throw some words over it, and you'll have a legit comic book. Oh, here she goes again.
Yeah, this is some amazing stuff, for sure.
We got Shaquan verse once again with another character. Nice line art. Those are the same two middle fingers that Disney gives you when they make
Yeah,
another activist project.
right. Those are the middle fingers that Mahershala Ali gave to when he saw the new scripts for Blade. And he was fourth lead to some
How you
Disney
be
Channel
fourth
original
lead in a
script.
joint called Blade, bro?
I don't know, bro. It was your movie. He was so hyped, and he read the script. He was like, "I'm a fourth lead to some 13-year-old kid." What? I am Mahershala Ali.
He's not standing for that. Here's more Brina, more pages. Looks like a happy ending here. I don't know if it's the actual ending. But actually, let me read this. Yeah, day 31.
Day 31. Yeah, she did it all. Complete. Mission complete. Went too hard, right? You just knocked out 31 pages in time.
Diet
I
J.
mean, Diet J is here.
I think he was in the chat earlier. Don't know if he's still here, but the line art. Yo, y'all in the Discord got some great line art.
Yeah, smooth.
Oh, and this is the last one. Felicity. Still the same middle fingers that Ali gave to everybody.
Yeah, it's just some. It's like that is that's a good showcase right there. I tell you that.
Oh yeah. Oh, and one more thing, if I could find it. I don't know, Jonathan Page, he probably went to bed, but hey, what is this thing trying to do? Give me a second. Let's look his stuff up. So I'm doing some as we said earlier, I'm doing some art for his audio comic book. And he made a trailer yesterday. I remember this when he made some reverse fan music, and he put my first item drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Here we go. Hold on, let me turn the volume on. It's a little loud. Oh, Daj said is here, but it's 3:16 a.m. drifting away. Oh, it's all good, man. Get some sleep. Great art as usual. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. Here we go. I guess I could turn it up a little.
In the final days of 2022, the world was introduced to a tale unlike any other.
This is just New York.
Yeah,
That tale
documentary.
was called a heavy metal audio comic about a man named Ash and his guitar weapon, Shredder. One man searching for his family at the end of the world. In 2023, the story continues.
There you go. Oh wait, from the blood of the Iron Age. Oh, the audio like went up.
Coming soon.
The audio went out for a second because John's power was too much. He broke the internet. Oh, he's still here. What's up, John?
Heavy metal silence are too hardcore for the internet, bro. It started to shake up the screen, shake up the interwebs.
Hold on, Brina. We're gonna have to gamble on this. She said, "You want to see a 2B clip to top the stream off? What kind of clip is it?" I was watching that. Yeah, yo. So I was saying, like, yeah, we were fooling around on Twitch yesterday. We was just watching 2B clips. I don't know these black made movies.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They're very the quality is highly questionable, but they keep taking them for some reason. I don't know.
You know, we support black owned businesses here at the Rant and Draw channel. So I support them film in the arts, and
Right.
I think apparently like you can like make an independent film, upload it on Tubi as long as it has subtitles in it and it's I
Yeah,
guess
you could.
filmed in some kind of uh standard like 720p resolution. They'll take it.
They will. Brina, post it in the Discord. We'll take a look.
Also, there's some new art in the Discord while we wait for that clip to be uploaded.
Oh.
You could check out that out.
All right. Oh, here we go. So I think I know this person. I think I know this artist.
Yeah, I think I know this guy. I think I've heard of him before.
It's an artist named Dan. If you
That's right. You may have heard of him, Dan. He may even be on this stream right now. Yes, this is my drawing. This is my drawing of Sean and I, our character Red Riding Hood from Red, a Cyberpunk Fairytale.
Right.
Graphic novel available for purchase on redcomicbook.com. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
yeah.
you're gonna I think you failed in terms of the ESG points on this program.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Well, she's a woman though, so I get a little something for that, right? Do I get that?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. What about the chats? Do you think I get the points? You know what I'm saying? They at least get like half a point, half a credit, partial credit. Can at least get like a coupon or something.
Nah, I like this though.
Yes, yes, this is Red Riding Hood from the comic Red, a Cyberpunk Fairytale, 88-page graphic novel. She is a private security specialist, kicking ass, taking names in the future. Her grandmother falls victim to a bioterror attack, and she has to find out who's behind it, and she will go through terrorist groups, the clandestine elements of the government, all kind of crazy ass things. Okay.
Yep.
Check it out. Redcomicbook.com. Red, a Cyberpunk Fairytale. Yeah.
Thank you, Rico, for that big up right there. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And then
get
what?
to the chat over here.
It was right. The let me see. What is that? That's in the movie section.
Links in the chat. Redcomicbook.com. here.
Wait, Brina, you talking about the one with the doll? I seen this one, but it's pretty corny. Here we go. Hold on. What is this go? Does this go straight to TikTok? Let me see something. Oh, it's already playing. Stop. How's it doing that? Full screen? It won't give me full screen.
So this is a film on Tubi.
Yeah, hold on. Back up. Stop playing. Hold on. I gotta like focus it.
You go full screen.
I don't know. It's like it went to like the TikTok website. Yo, it won't let me. It won't let me. Oh my goodness. Whatever. I'll just play it like this.
Yo, Stacy, what the fuck you got going on, man? I walk in my house and this bitch is sitting on my living room couch. You gonna leave me with a key? What are you talking about? Tiffany the fucking dog.
Boy, I don't even know what you're talking about. I haven't been there in weeks.
Where the fuck is she?
Wait, how did she instantly disappear?
It's the Thanos snap.
Zach, I don't even know what you're talking about. Zach.
So I okay, that was disorienting. I'll have to explain that to y'all. I think this movie is about killer dolls or something. And because I saw another clip where like they were trying to shoot one and she was just like lazily dodging bullets or something.
You should play the ones from the other day.
Which one? The one with the yeah, hold on. You talking about the one with the guy was trying to figure out?
There were many, like there were a lot.
Yeah, no, they're all in here, by the way. Like, I don't know. The funniest one to me was the one I had. Can we play that here?
I don't know.
Yeah, oh,
Probably not.
yeah, probably not that one. But even though that one had me dying, but
I don't know why can't they just make a better movie? Like, you know, I guess they've just bought like the equipment yesterday and said let's film something. You know, I tell you this though, at least these guys are go-getters. You know what I mean?
hey, they trying to push more of an envelope than Marvel. I don't... Oh, this
Right.
one, this one had us dying yesterday. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta turn the volume up.
In front of our kids, this is my fucking business. I thought you were done with this shit. What the fuck, Anthony? What about your job? What happens if they piss test you?
I don't have a damn job. I lost it 3 months ago.
Wanna know what I've been doing for the last 2.5 months for money? Huh?
I've been fucking.
I've been fucking hella bitches. Because apparently good dick is hard to find.
What are you saying?
I'm saying this house you live in, the mortgage that's being paid, the food on the table, all financed by my dick. Damn business.
Man, that's a man, it's very declarative about that.
Oh boy,
So they were just all giving him money, and that's what he was using to keep the house up. That's a plot right there. You know, they wrote down the script and then they followed the script, bro. That was the script. What's the name of that movie? What's this other one you put in here, Brina?
Man, y'all gotta get this movie on tour.
Well, if it isn't the man who knows absolutely nothing about loyalty.
People
My
post
grandmother knows.
anything on this
You
bitch.
fucked with my grandmother? I had to.
Wait, what?
They've been baking us cookies ever since we was little. Oh, but you wanted a different kind of cookie, huh? Let go!
This nigga ain't even choking for real.
Let go. My grandmother?
Wait, has he got the force?
I know you lied.
Brother,
Wait, what's going on?
two of it.
Wait, hold on. How nigga had to get to the...
This man ain't got to sing.
This ain't no...
Yo!
You gonna see me again.
Two of it down bad for this shit. This
It ain't over.
Wait, stop. I have questions. Did they have the force? Like my man was just holding him like that.
Like the bad choreography here. He's like touching air and it's like recoiling. It's like the worst fight choreography of all time. This is on Tubi. This is like a streaming service. I think like Fox owns Tubi.
Yo, Fox needs to get it together, B.
Hey, they're giving out an opportunity, Sean. Okay. In fact, let's upload this stream to Tubi. They'll probably take it. Let me see what the chat's got to say. They're saying William says Red is dope. Pick it up.
Oh, thank you.
That's right. William says it's a reimagining, but not some crazy woke stuff. It's like, yeah. It's hard. It's hard. it's like no, guys. It's.
And sometimes stuff can be reimagined if it's done well. Like I'm playing through Lies of P, and that's a reimagining, and it's fine.
Reimagining of Pinocchio.
Right. Dark, gothic reimagining Pinocchio.
Yeah. This should be like a symbol of like, I don't know, a person cringing and put like the no symbol on it, like the no smoking sign on it, except it's like no cringe. And they could slap it on like covers of comics and stuff just to say like, look, it's not cringy. Because that's what it takes nowadays, because everybody's trying to stuff in some goofiness. But it's fun, I mean, look. It says, what else is saying here? Nagi says, Red is awesome. Hype for the next one. Thank you, sir. Rasme needs to draw Reds. If you do, post it in the Discord.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Show it on Thursday on the drawing in the post your art section. Or you can put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Tag us. DM it. However you want to get out there. But yeah, fun times, Sean. Fun times. Look, what did we learn today?
We learned that Marvel is getting desperate.
For sure.
And we look, if Marvel movies get really bad, they should just start putting them on Tubi, man.
Yeah. Maybe the new talent they need to find is on Tubi.
Yeah.
Who's going to direct this Blade movie? I think any one of these fine individuals could put together some powerhouse entertainment for them at a low cost. I mean, look, they say they're going to spend less than $100 million. I think these guys will spend it for like less than $100.
Rico said the insurance policy didn't allow manhandling on set. Too dangerous. Forced chokes.
Forced chokes.
That's why I was like, wait, like you're not allowed to hit him? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's like a weird. They're afraid of getting sued, Like, I ever thought of like making an action movie or having an action scene, even if you had a stunt team and they hit each other, maybe they're afraid like they get sued.
Maybe. Look at that. What's the name? Hold on. Go in the comments. What's the name of this movie? And I'm forgetting the plot here. He smashed his grandma. Like, what's going on? Oh man, y'all. There's a clip, but I don't think I could show it like here on YouTube. So if y'all in the Discord, I posted it in the movie section. It's freaking hilarious because I saw it and I was crying.
Yeah, I mean it's not terrible. I don't know because it's so poorly done.
It's so it's so poorly done.
But who knows nowadays with all the YouTube stuff? It's like might as well not mess with it. William says nowadays the dad. He's talking about the dad in the clip.
Oh,
he said would be doing OnlyFans after losing his job.
Brina says,
yeah,
you can. It's on YouTube. They posted on YouTube. Oh my god.
Let's see. Rasmain says the Pinocchio the Vampire Slayer graphic novel was decent. Oh, I didn't know they had one of those. Oh man. So what's up?
I don't know. You think? I mean, if it's on YouTube, where is it on YouTube? Matter of fact, I'd rather play it from YouTube. if I was, But I like that specific cut that I posted because it cut right after the. Jeez. I don't know, Dan. What you think? I mean, if it's on YouTube.
Nah.
All right. Just know that it's hilarious, y'all. It's in the Discord. Oh man. But yeah. Anyway, y'all. I'm gonna have to run up out of here. So I gotta go to bed for the morning and all that stuff. Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming through. And like I said, we'll be definitely on here more once I get some. Oh, link for the Discord, please. I can't type in here. Why can I not?
Let's see. Hold on. I'll get it.
Brina
It's in
got
the
it.
description of the video, but I'll copy and paste it in.
Brina got it.
Actually, oh, she got it. Good.
Yeah.
All right, great.
There you go.
So yeah, guys, check out the Discord every Thursday. You can post in the post yard section. We'll feature it on stream. Check out redcombook.com
Yep.
for our 88-page full color graphic novel, Cyberpunk Fairytale, available at a very, very affordable price. Check us out on Twitter/X. Follow us for more shenanigans after the stream.
Right.
And yeah,
if anything pops off, we'll try to come back on. Sometimes for those who also follow us on Twitch, sometimes on Fridays I would like to do a stream because I'm off. I am not off tomorrow, so you'll see me back here on Monday or back on streaming. I'm not sure whether it's going to be YouTube or there, but yeah. And like I said, yeah, we'll start coming back on YouTube more soon enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for having us dismantle this ridiculous article. Actually, the article wasn't ridiculous.
No,
it was just talking.
very accurate.
Yeah, it was an accurate article. Shout out to that artist who had the audacity to draw that.
And we'll see if what this Blade movie is. I mean, like, we'll see if they're actually really gonna try and improve, or will they go back to their old ways?
And the first thing we got to see is next week's sales on the Marvels.
Oh yeah, very interested in that. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we might be back for that. We'll be back for that. We'll be back here on YouTube to see what these box office sales are like, out of curiosity. Even though none of us are going to see it, but anyway. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Peace out.
Peace.